Thank you, thank you, thank you.
4 more years.
Four more
Four more
years.
years.
Four
Four more
more
years.
years. With your
Four more
help.
years.
With your help. Let me start. I want to start by thanking LA. LA, thank you so much. We are grateful for your family's service and sacrifice, and we will always have you back. Over the past few years as field lady, I have had the extraordinary privilege of traveling all across this country and everywhere I've gone, and the people I've met, and the stories I've heard. I have seen the best of the American spirit. I have seen it in the incredible kindness and warmth that people have shown me and my family, especially our girls. I've seen it in teachers in a near bankrupt school district who vowed to keep teaching without pay. It seen it people who become heroes at moment notice, diving into harm's way to save others, flying across the country to put out a fire, driving for hours to bail out flooded town. And I have seen it in our men and women in uniform and our proud military families. In Wonder Warriors who tell me they're not just going to walk away, they're going to run, and they're going to run marathons. In the young man blinded by a bomb in Afghanistan who says, I'll give my eyes 100 times again to have the chance to do what I have done and what can I still do. Every day, the people I met inspire me. Every day, they make me proud. Every day, they remind me how blessed we are to live in the greatest nation of earth. Serving as your first lady is an honor and privilege. But back when we first came together 4 years ago, I still had some concerns about it. Journey with Vigor. Well, I believed deeply in my husband's vision for this country, and I was certain he would make it an extraordinary president. We like any mother, I was worried about what it would mean for our girls if he got that chance. How will we keep them grounded under the glare of the national spotlight? How we will the feel begin uprooted from their schools, their friends, and the only home they'd ever known. See, our life before moving to Washington was filled with simple joys. Saturday at soccer games, Sundays at grandma's house, and a date night for Barack and me was either dinner or a movie. Because I started mom, I could stay awake for both. And the truth is, I love the life we had built for our years, and I deeply love the man I had built that life with. And I don't want that to change if he become president. I love Barack and just the way he was. You see, even back then, when Barack was senator and a president candidate, to me, he was still the guy who picked me up for our dates in a car that was so rusted out. I could actually see the pavement going by a hole in the passenger side door. He was the guy whose broadest possession was a coffee table that he found in a dumpster, and a wall-only pair of decent shoes was a half size too small. But see, when Barack started telling me about his family, see, now that's when I knew I have found a created spirit, someone whose values and upbringing were so much like mine. You see, Barack and I were both raised by families who didn't have much in the way of money or material possessions, but who had given us something far more value: their unconditional love, their unflinching sacrifice, and the chance to go places they had never imagined for themselves. My father was a pump operator at the city water plant, and he was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis when my brother and I were young. And even as a kid, I knew that there were plenty of days when he was in pain, and I knew there were plenty of mornings when it had struggle of him to simply get out of bed. But every morning I watch my father wake up with a smile, grab his walker, prop himself up against the bathroom sink, and slowly shave and button his uniform. And when he returned home after a long day's work, my brother and I would stand at the top of the stairs of our little apartment, plenty wait for the for to greet him, watching as he reached down or lift one leg and then the other, to slowly climb his way into our arms. Despite this challenge, my dad hardly even missed a day of work. He and my mom were determined to give me and my brother the kind of education they could only dream of. And when my brother and I finally made it to college, near all of our tuition came from student loans and grades. But my dad still had to pay a teeny portion of that tuition himself. And every semester he was determined to pay that bill right on time, even taking out loans when he fell short. He was stubborn to be sending his kids to college, and he made sure we never missed a registration deadline because his checks was late. My dad, that's what it meant to be a man. Like so many of us, was the measure of his success in life. Being able to earn a decent living to allow with him to support his family.